Hello dear students, very good morning to you all. In today's class I am going to teach you some more important topics related to lists. In the last class I taught you what is list. Can you tell me what do you mean by list now? Oh, very good. I hope you might have remembered it. List is a versatile data type or data structure available in Python. I hope you might have remembered it. What is list? List is a versatile data type or data structure available in Python. But in this data type or in this data structure, you can store similar type of data elements or dissimilar type of data elements. Both are same. Lists contain sequence of data elements separated by comma within flower brackets or square brackets within square bracket. This is what we studied in the last class. In today's class, what we do, we discuss some more topics related to lists only. What is list? Simple answer for the question what is list is? List is a sequence or this list contains some values. Those values are called as elements or items. This list may contain any type of data. The list may contain integer type of data or float type of data or character type of data or string type of data. That is what we call list in Python. Today's first topic is very simple and you may get a question on this topic in examination or internals. What is the topic? Nested list. Already you know what do you mean by nesting. Using within one another. If you use one list within another list, that is what we call nested list. Look at the example, you'll come to know. Here I am trying to create one simple list. In this list you can see first value is of the type integer, second one is the character, third one is the string, last two are integer. But see here one more interesting thing. In the list you can find one more list. This is what we call nested list. Look at the example. One program I have written for you. Python program to explain nested list. Just I created one list within a list. I would like to print the contents of this list now. How shall I? And as I told you already, how do you access the first element from the list? 0 index will be there. What is the index of this one value? 0, 1, 2, 3. Third index will point to the entire list. Then 4, 5. That index value helps us to access the contents of that list. That's why I stored first time 0. 0 is lesser than the length of that list. Len is one of the already built-in method available in Python. As you know already, it gives us the length of it. That means what is the length of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 0 less than 6, yeah. 1 less than 6, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, this while loop works for how many times? 6 times. First time what happens? First time it will print list of 0. That means 1 will be printed. See the output here. I have written the output for you. List of 0 equals to 1. Means we are trying to access the contents of that list. List is the message and double quote completes here. Afterwards the contents of I. What is the contents of I for the first time? 0. Again the message will be displayed. Closing square bracket and equals to. Then we are trying to print the contents of that list. List of 0 is printed. List of 1 is printed. List of 2 is printed. This is the important one for us. List of 3 points to the list within a list. That's why we are getting 2, 3, 4, 5. Then list of 4 as usual 8. List of 5 as usual 9. One more question will arise in your mind that how to access the contents of the inside list or inner list. We use two indices here. 3, 0 means 3, 0 means first element from the inner list. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Just I am trying to access the contents of the nested list also. That's why after the completion of while, one more command or instruction I have given to a computer. What is that? Print. But I am trying to access the contents of inner list now. That's for 3, 0, 3 by 1, 3 by 2, 3 by 3. I hope you understood. I have written the program for you. I will run and I will show you. Okay, dear students, come back. Now practically I will show you how this code works. Already I have written the program for you. No need to worry about that one. Here just only the program explained. No, that one only I have written in this file. Just I run for you. See here, run, then run module. Oh, very good. We have got the output. Whatever explained, same thing has been appeared here. Because first I executed, then I am explaining to you Okay, very good. I hope you understood. List of 0 is 1, list of 1 is A, list of 2 is ABC, list of 3 is so and so, so and so. This is what? Very simple. If you get a question on nested lists in examination, I suggest you to write few points about the list, then explain one line about the nested list, write one example like this. I suggest you to write the output also. Okay, I hope you understood the topic. Next topic is very simple one. Lists are mutable, that means changeable. That means you can change the contents of the list also as and when needed. You can update the existing value with the new value. That is also possible. This is what another characteristic of a list in Python. Lists are mutable. We can change the contents of a list using the list name as well as the index of that particular value, whichever you are going to update. See here, one more simple Python program I have written for you. Python program to explain lists are mutable. See the list. This list contains 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before update, before change, I am trying to print. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no problem. Now what I do, I would like to replace the number 1 with the string, I would like to replace the number 2 with the word 2. I want to update the value 3 with the, 4 with the word 4. How shall I? Just do one thing. List name, which value you want to update? 1, 0, 1. That means 2. That number 2 will be replaced with 2. That number 4 will be replaced with 4. After change, before change, the values are as it is. After change, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what this example will prove us that lists are mutable. I hope you have understood. Very good. And 2 more methods I teach you. One is append, one more is del. Append already you know. What do you mean by append? We can update the values in list using append method or delete statement. Both will help us to update the contents of list. Append method helps us to add new element to existing list. See the simple example. One list I have, in that list I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. I want to add one more. Then how to add? List dot append. Which value you want to add? 6. 6 has been added. How to confirm? Print the contents of that list. Print inside the parenthesis list. See the contents. 6 has been added. Now you can add other word also. List dot append in double quote 7. 7 is added. How to confirm? Print it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, one more I have not written here. 6 as well as 7. This is what how to add some more values to the existing list. See the next one. Delete. Del statement helps us to delete elements from the list. Now a list is there. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 5. I would like to delete this 40. How shall I? Del list of 4. What is the index of 40? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. List of 4 is deleted. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this you can delete particular element from the list also. See one more example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would like to delete the values from 0 index to 3rd index, not the 3rd one. 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Means 1, 2, 3 are deleted. 0, 1, 2, 3. Up to 4. Up to 4 it deletes the values. You can specify the range also. Once you delete, print it. What are you getting? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. I would like to delete all the elements from the list. Then I go for del, then the name of the list, just colon. I am not given the starting index, I am not given the end index. That means all the deleted will be deleted from the list. Try to print, nothing we are getting. This is what all about append and delete. See one more syntax. What is the syntax? List, starting index we have used, stop index we have used, as well as you can use even step value also. This is the syntax, how to process the contents of the list. See one more interesting example. I have one list A, B, C, D, E, F, T 1, 2, 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. B, C 0, 1, 2, 3 means 1 to 2 I get. 0, 1, 2. What is that? B, C. Starting index is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. D onwards. Everything. End index is not there. Then starting index is also missing. End index is also missing. Addition of 1 means entire list. Starting index is also missing. End index is also missing. Addition of 2 means alternative. A, no B. C, no D. E, no F. This is what you can use starting index as well as stop index as well as the stuff value. I hope you understood. Then just only explain it to the append. It helps us to add new elements to the existing list. Okay. and to the existing list I am trying to add the D. Added. What is the use of extend? Extend method will help us to add the elements of one list to another list. Oh my god, we can add the contents of one list to another list. That is possible by extend. I have two lists, T1 and T2. T1 dot extend. I would like to add some more things to the T1 list. T1 dot extend into bracket T2. What happened? Do you know? Contents of T2 is added to T1. See the contents of T1. T1 is having both the contents now, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, very good. See, one more important method I am going to teach you. Very simple. Sort. It will arrange the elements in ascending order. Oh my god, it helps us a lot. In C language, if you want to sort the values, bubble sort technique, that technique, this technique, not like that in Python. Everything is ready made. Just give the sort command, everything is going to sort. I hope you have understood. Very good. In the next class, I teach you map, filter and reduce. Be ready. Okay, please watch the video again and again. If you have any doubts, please ask. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.